Now, if product of two functions are given and we have to integrate, then the method by which we can integrate is known as integration by part. Now in this video we are going to discuss about the method that is known as integration by part. If u and v are two differentiable functions of x, means u and v both are function of x and they are differentiable. Differentiable means u and v both functions are continuous and differentiable in its domain. Then integration of u into v means product of these two functions we can write as first function u integration of second function minus integration of differentiation of first into integration of second whole integration, or in language we can write as integral of product of two functions. Integral of product of two function means integration of u into v equal to first function into integral of second function. First function integral of second function minus integral of means whole integration of derivative of first function du by dx into integral of second function. Now proof. Let fx and gx are two differentiable functions. Then differentiation of product of these two functions we can write as first function into differentiation of second plus differentiation of first into second function, which also we can write as fx into gx means if we integrate both sides then LHS we will get fx into gx equal to integration of this whole function, which implies fx into gx equal to, write separately, integration of fx into g dash x dx plus integration of f dash x into gx dx. Now transfer this second term in left side, then result you will get fx into gx minus integration of f dash x into gx dx equal to integration of fx into g dash x. Rearrange, write LHS as RHS and RHS shift to LHS. And next step you will get integration of fx into g dash x dx equal to fx into gx minus integration of f dash x into gx. Now assumption part, let fx as u means u is a function of x which we are taking as fx, and g dash x, the second function derivative of g dash x gx we are taking as v. Then if fx equal to u, then f dash x we can write as du by dx, and if g dash equal to v, then gx we can write as integration of v dx. Put these values, in place of fx write down as u, g dash x v dx equal to fx means u, and gx integration of v dx minus whole integration f dash x means du by dx into gx integration of v dx whole dx, or in language integral of product of two functions equal to first function integration of second minus integration of differentiation of first into integration of second. The method of finding the integration of product of two functions is known as integration by parts. Now next question arises, if product of two functions given first into second, so which function you will take as first function and which one you can consider as second function. Now for that also there is a particular rule. Selection of first function. If a product of two functions given, integration of u into v dx equal to u means first function integration of second minus integration of differentiation of first integration of second dx. Then here first function you have to select as the function which come in the word ilate. I-L-A-T-E. I means inverse of trigonometry function. In product form, if inverse of trigonometry function present, then you will take inverse function as the first function. Then second step, check log. L means logarithmic function. If log present and inverse not present, then take log as the first function. Third chance for first function is algebraic function. Fourth, T means trigonometric function and E means exponential functions. In particular order you have to follow. I-L-A-T-E. If inverse present, first inverse. If inverse not present, then check log function is present or not. Take log function as first function is present. If log is also not present, then check algebraic function. If algebraic not present, then check trigonometry function present, then take trigonometry function as first. And after that, exponential function. Now some questions. And before question, one more rule remember, by chance if single function is present and we have to integrate, then take one as the second function and then you can apply integration by part. For example, log x given, only one function logarithmic function is given, then take one as the second function, then we can apply integration by parts. For example, we have to evaluate x into e power x dx. Your first task, selection of first function, means in formula which you will take as the first function. I-L-A-T-E. First you check inverse, not present. L means logarithmic, not present. Third step, A means algebraic function, which is present here. X, it implies x you will consider as first and exponential consider as second function, and then we start to integrate. Formula I hope you remember. First function integration of second minus the first function x integration of second e power x dx minus integration of differentiation of first. Differentiation of first means differentiation of x into integration of second means integration of e power dx whole integration. Then next step, x integration of e power x is e power x minus differentiation of x is 1 into integration of e power x is integration e power x into dx, which we can write as x e power x minus integration of e power x dx. Now e power x again we can integrate. Integration of e power x means e power x. Now take e power x as common and result you will get e power x into x minus 1 plus a constant c. Therefore, integration of x into e power x dx we can integrate using the method of integration by part, and result we are getting as e power x into x minus 1 plus c. Now, one more question. Evaluate log x dx. As a identity also you can remember the integration of log x. If log x given, only one function is there, then take one as the second function and then apply integration by part. Means log x as first function, 1 as second function. Formula first function integration of second function means 1 minus integration of differentiation of first means differentiation of log x into integration of second function means integration of 1 dx then whole dx equal to log x as it is written, integration of 1 is x minus integration of differentiation of log x is 1 upon x, integration of 1 is x, integration of 1 upon x into dx, which is equal to log x into x also we can write as x log x minus x cancel out 1 dx, which is equal to x log x minus integration of 1 is x plus constant c. X common, then log x minus 1 plus c. Hence, integration of log x equal to x log x minus 1 plus c, which also you can remember as identity for future use. Now, next, a question of special type. If by chance question is given as integration of e power x and inside the bracket fx plus f dash x dx written, means e power x multiplied by sum of two functions such that second one is the differentiation of first means fx plus f dash x given, then directly we can write result as it is equal to e power x into fx plus constant c. Now proof of this identity, integration of e power x fx dx plus integration of e power x f dash x dx, both written separately. Now next step, in first term e power x into fx dx, e power x exponential always we are taking as the second function if any other function is present, because in case of ILATE exponential comes at the last place. Therefore write down fx into e power x dx. Apply integration by part. The first function fx into integration of second minus integration of differentiation of first. Differentiation of first means f dash x into integration of e power x dx, then whole integration plus second term as it is written here. Integration by part you are going to apply in first term only. Then next step, fx integration of e power x is e power x minus integration of f dash x or integration of e power x is e power x plus constant c. Here you can observe this last term e power x f dash x dx is same as second term here. So both cancel out and remaining result you will get as fx into e power x plus c. Hence, whenever any question is given in the form of e power x into fx plus f dash x dx, directly we can write the result as e power x fx plus c. Or by chance formula not remember, then also you can follow these steps and you will get the result. Now one question on this topic, e power x log sin x plus cot x dx. Here, if you differentiate log sin x, what happens? The differentiation of log sin x we can write as 1 upon sin x into differentiation of sin x means cos x. It implies differentiation of log sin x is cot x. Means question is given in the form of e power x fx plus f dash x. This formula remember, directly we can write it is equal to e power x log sin x plus c. If by chance formula not remember, then also we have option. Open the bracket and integrate it. First open the bracket, then in first term apply the formula of integration by part. Here you can remember it. Log sin x we will consider as first function and exponential function as the second function, because rule you know, ILATE. Exponential is the last term and L first in that word ILATE. Therefore, log sin x considered as first function, exponential second function. Apply integration by part. First function log sin x into integration of second minus integration of differentiation of first. Differentiation of log sin x into integration of second whole integration plus second function or second term as it is written here e power x cot x dx. So whenever you are going to apply integration by part, you will apply this in first term only. Now next step, log sin x integration of e power x is e power x minus differentiation of log sin x. The differentiation of log is 1 upon sin into differentiation of sin is cos x by chain rule into integration of e power x is e power x. Then next step, cos upon sin we can write as cot x. So log sin x e power x minus integration of cot x e power x dx plus integration of e power x cot x dx plus c. Now here second and third term is same with opposite sign, therefore cancel out and result you will get e power x log sin x plus c. As already we have discussed, using formula also we can write the same result. The formula, remember, directly we can write as integration of e power x fx plus f dash x equal to e power x fx plus c or e power x log sin x plus c as a result you are getting here. Now one more question. E power x sin x, it is a different type question. Let I equal to sin x into e power x, because I means inverse function not present here. Then second L, ILATE, I not present, L not present, A algebraic not present, ILA not present, then T trigonometry present here. Then consider trigonometry function as first function and exponential as second function, and then apply formula integration by part. The first function sin x integration of second minus integration of differentiation of first into integration of second whole dx. Next step, sin x as it is integration of e power x is e power x minus integration of cos x e power x dx. Next step, cos x e power x dx. Again, direct result is not possible to getting here. Therefore, cos x e power x, again apply integration by part. Integration by part means again same rule apply. ILATE, here we will take cos x as first function and exponential as second function, and then you can write first time as it is minus bracket first function cos x integration of second means e power x dx minus integration of differentiation of first means differentiation of cos x into integration of e power x dx whole dx. Next step, sin x into e power x minus inside the bracket cos x and integration of e power x is e power x. Differentiation of cos x. Differentiation of cos x is minus sin x. The minus already present here. So minus minus plus. So plus sin x e power x dx. Now open the bracket. First term sin x e power x minus second term cos x e power x and minus plus multiply minus, and here integration of sin x e power x dx. Now you are getting a surprising result. After solving 3, 4, 5 steps, you are getting the question again. Sin x e power x dx. It implies if again apply integration by part, then you will get in this pattern cos x e power x. Again apply integration by part, sin x into e power x. It implies there is no end in this process. If you continue, you will not get the particular result. Therefore, if you are getting this type situation, then again write the question I equal to sin x e power x minus cos x e power x, and since it is same as question here I, then in place of integration of sin x e power x dx write down I, and then this I transfer left side, you will get 2i equal to sin x e power x minus cos x e power x, or I equal to transfer to right side 1 upon 2 sin x e power x minus cos x e power x plus constant of integration c. So this type situation if you are getting, then first step integration by part, again integration by part. After 2, 3, 4 steps, whenever you are getting the question means value of I as it is same, then in that place put I and transfer I in left side and you can find the result. Now question number 5, evaluate sin inverse x whole square dx. It is a different question. Sin inverse x whole square means inverse function is given here, only one function is there, therefore one option you can apply, integration by part taking 1 as a second function, or one more method I want to discuss here by substitution. Let t equal to sin inverse x, then x equal to sin t, and differentiate with respect to t, dx by dt equal to cos t or dx equal to cos t dt. Put the value sin inverse x whole square, in place of sin inverse x write as t, the t square, and value of dx is cos t dt. Now you have to apply integration by part. To apply integration by part, inverse function not present, I, L logarithmic not present, A algebraic present. Therefore take t square as first function and then t means trigonometry function as second function, and then apply integration by part means first function t square integration of second minus integration of differentiation of t square into integration of cos t dt equal to integration of cos t means sin t minus integration of differentiation of t square is 2t into integration of cos t sin t dt, which is equal to t square sin t minus 2 outside integration of t sin t dt. Now again at this stage t sin t, again apply integration by part and take algebraic function means t as first function and trigonometry function sin t as second function, and you apply integration by part. The next step, first term t square sin t as it is written here, 2 inside the bracket first function integration of sin t minus integration of differentiation of t integration of sin t whole dt means 2t integration of sin t is minus cos t minus differentiation of t, here it is ddt, it is not ddx, it is ddt, the ddt of t sin t dt means next t square sin t minus 2t into minus cos t minus differentiation of t1 minus cos t dt, which is equal to t square sin t minus minus plus 2t cos t, here minus and minus plus and then one more minus present here, it becomes minus sin 2 integration of cos t dt. Then next step t square sin t plus 2t cos t minus 2 integration of cos t is sin t plus a constant c. Now put the values. Since t we have taken as sin inverse x, in place of t write down sin inverse x whole square, value of sin t as x into 2, t means sin inverse x and cos t we can write as under root 1 minus sin square t minus 2 sin t means x plus c. Then next step, x sin inverse x whole square plus 2 sin inverse x under root 1 minus value of sin t means x square minus 2x plus c. In this process we can integrate the question based on inverse, and final result we are getting as x sin inverse x whole square plus 2 under root 1 minus x square into sin inverse x minus 2x plus c. Hence integration of sin inverse x whole square dx we can write as x sin inverse x whole square plus 2 under root 1 minus x square sin inverse x minus 2x plus c. Now some questions for practice. Question number 1. Integrate x sin inverse x dx. Here again you have option. You can apply integration by part directly, or also second option, let sin inverse x equal to t, then x equal to sin t, and after that try to integrate it. Question number 2. Evaluate sin log x dx. So only one term is present here, therefore take 1 as the second function, then try to integrate it. Question number 3. Evaluate integration of e power x 1 plus sin 2x upon 1 plus cos 2x dx. Since e power x written, then inside the bracket write down this as 1 upon 1 plus cos 2x plus sin 2x upon 1 plus cos 2x, and try to simplify and find out the result in the form of e power x inside the bracket fx plus f dash x dx, and after that you have to solve the questions.